friends, this video on motion in a plane part 2 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched part 1 before going ahead with part 2. Now let us look at combination of scalars. So in combination of scalars, what we'll see is what are the rules or what are the conventions which we follow when we do arithmetic operations on scalars. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of scalars follow rules of algebra. That is when we add, subtract, multiply or divide scalars, the rules will remain the same as we do it for ordinary numbers. For example, let us suppose if we want to say, let us suppose let's take the example of speed, which is a scalar quantity, right? So suppose I say that you are running with a speed of say 5 meter per second. Your friend is running with a speed of 10 meter per second. If I say what is the sum of both of your speeds, so it will follow the same rules as we do for normal algebra. That is 5 plus 10 meter per second, which is 15 meter per second. So something of that sort, like you generally add, subtract, multiply or divide numbers like any other numbers when it comes to scalar. The second rule says the addition and subtraction of scalars make sense only for quantities with same units. That means you can add or subtract scalars only with same units. You cannot add different units together. That is, let us suppose I say that you have 1 kg of potato. If I ask you to add 1 kg of potato with 2 grams of potato, can you say that 1 plus 2 is equal to 3? So it is 3 kgs of potato? No, you can't. Because when you want to add two quantities, both of them should have the same units. That means in order to add this, you will have to convert 2 grams into kgs. That is 0.002 kgs. And only then you can add them and you can say that it is 1.002 kgs. Right, so the same thing applies for subtraction as well. So for addition and subtraction, it is very much required. It is a necessary condition that both the quantities, both or all the quantities which are to be added or subtracted have the same unit. On the other hand, for multiplication and division of scalars, it can be done for quantities with different units. Let us look at an example of, say, multiplication. Consider the example of the physical quantity momentum. What is momentum? Momentum is nothing but mass into velocity. Now, if I say that you have a body of mass 1 kg which is moving with a velocity of 1 meter per second. So, what would be the momentum? It would be nothing but 1 kg meter per second. That means you are able to multiply quantities with different units, right? So one is mass, which is kg, and the other one is speed in meter per second. So you can say it is 1 kg meter per second. Similarly, if we talk of speed, what is speed? Speed is nothing but distance travelled divided by time taken. Now let us suppose you go from your home to your school. You travel a distance of say 10 kilometers and you travel this 10 kilometers in 1 hour. So what will be your speed? Your speed will be 10 kilometers per hour. So here also you see that you are dividing two quantities with different units. One has a unit kilometer, the other has the unit hour. So you are able to multiply or divide scalar quantities with different units. Right? So basically these are all the same rules which you would have been studying since your childhood in your mathematics. So they are the same rules which apply for scalar quantities. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.